Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And today we'll be reviewing LEGO DC Superheroes Darkseid Invasion. I recently did a video looking at my favorite DC Superheroes wave, and this was my favorite set from the wave, so I thought it'd be fun to review it. This set released all the way back in 2015. So unfortunately, this set is a little bit weathered and slightly yellowed, but it's still in quite good condition. So this set contains 545 pieces and retail for £59.99 or $69.99. The build for this set is the Justice League's Javelin and a Hovercraft for Darkseid. Let's begin this review by taking a look at some of the minifigures. And let's start the review with Superman. This is the classic LEGO Superman which we saw since like 2012. And I have to admit, seeing this minifigure again made me really happy because it's been so long since we've actually gotten a Superman minifigure. He has a really great face print and a really great torso print. And I love his iconic curl, which was a new hairpiece back in 2012. This is the first time he came with a cloth cape rather than the fabric cape, which I much preferred. So he's a really great minifigure and definitely one of my favorites from the DC superhero line. We also got our first Cyborg, who is another great minifigure. I love the printing on this guy and the metallic shine that he has on it. The torso and leg printing looks great, and he also came with a new helmet mold, which is pretty much the most perfect mold you can make for Cyborg. So a really great minifigure, and I think to this day is probably still my favorite Cyborg. And he does have a double-sided face. Up next, we get our first Green Arrow in a playset. Now there was one which was a Comic-Con exclusive, but obviously this one is much more readily available. So he is based on his new 52 look, and I think it's a really solid minifigure. I like the face print and the torso print. Now he should also come with a little hood piece, but unfortunately I've lost that. And he wouldn't be complete if he doesn't come with a bow and arrow, and he has a really nice green one here. So it's a really solid minifigure. Now I do prefer the classic like Robin Hood look for Green Arrow. This one is kind of like when they were making him like a little bit cooler with like the stubble and stuff. But I kind of prefer like the classic goofy look for him. And finally for minifigures, we get our first and only Hawkman, who came with an amazing new headpiece. So that is a really great mold. He also had a great torso and face print, which we can see that his face was double-sided. And he also comes with his iconic mace. And he also comes with these really great wing pieces. They're like a weird bendy plastic material, but I think they work really well because you can get some really nice printing on them. So overall, he was just another great minifigure. We got a brand new mold for him and some really great wings. And finally, we have Big Fig Darkseid, who is the only time we've gotten Darkseid in LEGO. And he is definitely one of my favorite Big Figs. So he's a brand new mold and has some amazing printing. He looks really great. And I'm hoping that one day we will see a new Darkseid. But yeah, this one is pretty perfect, and I'm really happy to have him in my collection. So that's it for the minifigures. I think they're all really great. We get a new mold for Darkseid, Cyborg, and for Hawkman. And they're all just really great minifigures, and it's so nice to get a set which wasn't focused around Batman. Now let's take a look at the set itself, and let's begin with Darkseid's Hovercraft. So this is a simple build. No, I don't think Darkseid really needs a hovercraft, but I think it's quite a fun little build. So it has a few stickers there with the Omega symbol on, and Darkseid can fit on top just like this. And he does have like a big push fire, like circle missile, which fires really fast. When I fired this, it almost came back and hit me in the face. So, definitely be careful with that. Now, it also had a play feature where they used to have these little weird spring launches. So you could put a minifigure on it and then flick it at Darkseid, and he would fall over like this, which I think is a fun touch for like a younger audience. But I do think these little spring launches used to kind of break the minifigure's legs and stuff. So I would be careful if you're a collector with this. And that's it for the Hovercraft. Now, I don't think it's anything too special. It's a fun little build, and I think it's definitely a nice little addition for a younger audience because they can have a lot of fun trying to fix Superman at Darkseid and just add some more playability. Now, let's take a look at the main part of the set, and that is the Javelin, which is the Justice League's main ship. And I've always loved the design of the Javelin, especially in the old animated series. The series has got some nice stickers on it, and it's a really great shape. Taking a look at different angles, I think it looks really good. And it's a shame that we haven't gotten this made a few times because we've got the Quinjet, we've gotten like 1,000 other Quinjets, but this is the only Javelin we've ever gotten. So it's a really great looking build. And at the top there, we can open the cockpit and place 2 minifigures, as well as if we open the back, you can also place more minifigures. So I think it can fit about 4 minifigures in there, which is really nice to see because most of the Justice League can fly. So for the ones like, like Batman and Flash who can't fly, and Green Arrow. And for play features, there is a bomb dropping action at the front here. So you just open this up, it drops some bombs. And it also has some flick fire missiles, which you just push in here and then they fire. And at the back, underneath, you can actually lift the wings up and down. So I guess it's for when it's landing and taking off. So that's like a fun little addition. So overall, I think the Javelin looks really great. And just like it does in the comics and in the old show, it's got a lot of seating in, which I always appreciate in like these superhero sets. A fun amount of play features for kids, and it doesn't detract from the build at all. They're kind of hidden very subtly. So yeah, I think it's a really good build and one of my personal favorites from the DC line. So that is it for the Darkseid Invasion, and definitely one of my favorite DC superhero sets. It was really great to get a set centered around Superman and the Justice League rather than just Batman. All the minifigures are great. You get some amazing molds with Cyborg's face and for Hawkman's helmet, as well as a new mold for Big Fig Darkseid, who's one of my favorite Big Figs of all time. And unlike a lot of sets which include Big Figs, I don't think it affects the build at all. The Javelin is a really great size and looks really, really good. There's a lot of fun play features for kids, and it also makes for a really great display for collectors and for older audiences. Overall, I'd probably give this set a 9 out of 10. definitely one of my favorites. So I would 100% recommend this set, especially if you're a big DC fan. I would say this is a must get. Now, luckily, it hasn't actually increased too much in price. I believe for around new, you get it for about £70, which is still pretty good. So yeah, if you haven't got this set and you're a big DC fan, I would definitely recommend it. But let me know, everyone, what do you think of this set? Do you own this set, or are you wanting to get this set? As always, I hope you have an amazing week and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.